All right, what we have today on the workbench is a Fender Deluxe Super Strat. And yes, that is the correct name for it. I know there are a category of guitars referred to as Super Strats, like Charvel, but this model was produced from 1997 to 2004, and they called it the Deluxe Super Strat. And what was unique about it at the time was the gold hardware and a brown pickguard, and this being a light ash body. This one is in the crimson red transparent finish. And another thing this has is what they call the Super Strat pickups, a Fender Super Strat single coil in all three positions. And it also has a push button so that you can add the bridge pickup into positions 4 and 5. So you can just turn the bridge pickup on, then when you're on the neck pickup, the bridge pickup will be on, and then when you're in this fourth position, you have all three pickups on at once. So it gives you a little bit of variety in tone selection. So what does this guitar need? Well, first, it definitely needs the action lowered. It's pretty high at the moment. Let's check and see what it is. Yeah, I'm getting about 2.75 to 3 millimeters on the bass side at the 12th fret, and just about 2.75 on the treble side. So that's a little bit higher than I like it. It's not so high that it's unheard of that people play that way, but I do like it a little bit lower, especially for playing in the upper register. It also has quite a bit of fret wear from the 1st to the 7th frets, and I'm going to dress this out. I don't think it's time yet to change frets. It says that these came with medium jumbo frets, but these are measuring somewhere in between the height of a medium jumbo and jumbo frets. So it's possible that this guitar has been refretted with jumbo frets in the past and dressed down already and then worn out again. So if this was a player's guitar and they wear their frets like this, this could be, you know, the third time around, possibly. Who knows? It's a 26-year-old guitar, and if the player plays a lot, replacing frets isn't an uncommon thing to see. That's really the major work, would be a fret redress, and then, you know, the minor things, lowering the action and also lowering the pickup height. These are really close to the strings, and if you ever raise your pickups up too high to the bass strings especially, but it can happen on the treble as well, you can get this kind of chorusing sound because it's actually pulling on the string while it's oscillating, and it'll sound out of tune. So you don't want to bring them too close, so I'll have to lower those down. Other than that, we have some, you know, loose output jack. These are loose, so I need to tighten these up. But that's about the extent of it. So a fret redress, and then just your basic setup. The truss rod was fine. You know, is maybe a little bit adjustment on that as well. It's a little bit high. I can tell just by tapping it. Tighten up some screws here. Yeah, but you know, it's a player's guitar, and with a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease, it will be ready to play, and maybe play for another 26 years. All right, let's get started on this one. All right, I'll bring you in close to get you a better look at these frets and the divots we're looking at. But we have about 10 thousandths to work with, so we'll see what we can do. And these grooves are kind of deep, but maybe we'll try to smooth these out a little bit as well while we're here. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to look at to see that there's significant wear in the first 7 frets, but then after that it's pretty much untouched. All right, well, that was a lot of work. And you might be wondering why I'm taping off the fretboard now instead of while I was sanding the frets down and leveling them. It's because all that direction goes this way, and you're not contacting the fretboard anyway. And when you polish the frets, you're going perpendicular to the grain of the wood, and it shows those sideways scratches. And if you don't tape it off, then you'll see all those sideways scratches after you're done. So this just keeps those scratches from showing up. And if I was doing a maple fretboard, I'd have to tape it off too, because it would scratch the lacquer on the fretboard. All right, here's the after. Crowning and polishing. I should say level, crown, and polishing. There we go, much better. Ready for another 26 years of guitar playing. That screw hole was stripped, so maybe I'll glue something in there and re-drill it so that it 016730. This says the 28th AGO, I'm guessing 20th August 1998. So it looks like it's the original pick guard. 500K pot, it looks like. No, that says 250K pot. Let me see. To me, all this wiring looks original. It doesn't look like this has been desoldered or resoldered at any point. Let's see if we get some light on that. I could be wrong, but that looks all original. So I'm assuming these are the original pickups, what they're calling Super Strat pickups. There we go. Tone 1. Let's get tone 2 off of there. There we go. Those just need to be snugged up a little bit. They're a little bit loose. Clean up the glue around it. All right. There we go. Get that finger tight, and then I can use a socket to get it a little tighter. Don't need to go super tight, just don't want it flopping around. There we go. That should be perfect. And this one's a little loose too. There we go. And then maybe another quarter turn by hand. That'll keep it tight. And this is still a little wobbly. I always take this one out so I can hold it in the proper you know, orientation so that it doesn't get twisted around. All right. There we go. Tone and tone. Double tone. That's better. Now they're not wobbling around. Let's do the output jack. Yeah, it's actually already twisted, so I'm going to try to straighten that out a little bit. And then I just like to hold it while I tighten it. That way it doesn't wrap around itself. Oops. Way too much. Perfect. All right, what next? So those are tightened up. That was fine. The electronics were fine. No scratchy pots, which is surprising. So you notice we do have one oddball bridge saddle. All right. Strap buttons are a little loose. Tighten those up. That's nice and snug. All right, now it's time to work on these bridge saddles and the action height. I'll probably have to just spray this with a little WD-40 because it's a little bit jammed up, so I'll come back to that one. Ooh, that was more than I needed. Perfect. All right, let's see where the action is at tension. Yeah, just about 2 millimeters on the bass and about 1.5 on the treble. Time to go play it and see if I need to change anything. All right, well that'll about do it for this guitar. I was able to bring the action down to 2 millimeters on the bass side and about 1.75 on the treble. And again, considering the age of the guitar, it's really in excellent condition, you know, considering how much fretwork it had. So it's obviously been played a lot, but as far as the body goes, it's really pretty clean. Nothing, no major dents or dings. Of course, little tiny ones here and there, but if it wasn't for the fretwear, you really wouldn't say that this was a very used guitar, just judging by the very light wear on the body. So I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.